So previously, I've made a video on some of the best mods to get for Lethal Company and many of you love it. And trust me when I say that there are still so many more incredible mods outside of the ones that I've mentioned in that video. So here is a part 2 of some more of the best mods that you should get right now in Lethal Company. Starting with possibly my new #1 favorite mod right now, which is the helmet camera mod. Now what this actually does is really cool and I haven't seen anything like it. It actually allows you to see what other players are seeing through their perspective via the ship's control base, as if they are having a camera on their helmet. This allows you to have a greater control as a ship's operator, as it is now so much more fun to see what other players are up to so you are not left out. You can also cycle through what you want to spectate via the switch button in the ship, and no, you can't spectate dead players. Now some people might feel that this is too over the top, as they feel that it may ruin the ship's operator's original chaotic experience, but I beg to differ, as it doesn't really give you any crazy advantage over other players, plus it enhances your experience as a whole while you are staying in the ship. So go ahead and give it a try, as I'm sure you'll have a hell of a time with this mod. Now what about mods that allows you to not only see what your teammates are up to, but the monsters as well? Introducing the Spectate Enemies mod in #2. And yes, it does exactly what it says. It allows you to spectate monsters when you are dead with a click of a button. This is really interesting because not only are you now able to see everything unfold from the monster's perspective, which can be very funny at times, but it also gives you a glimpse of how the monsters actually move around while you are not near them. You can also turn on the flashlights just for yourself, just in case the place is too dark to see while spectating. And yes, you can even spectate the beast for whatever reason. So yeah, a very simple mod but also an extremely interesting one to play around with. Now, have you ever felt that there are maybe too little suits in the game? Well, you'll fall in love with the additional suits mod. By installing this mod, your hangar is now filled to the brim with a generous amount of suits for you to pick from. And yes, your teammates can actually use them as well. If you pair this up with the bigger lobby mod from the previous part 1 video, this is actually an even greater way to differentiate yourself among other people. Definitely another must-have. Now aside from that, maybe you felt that talking in-game via pressing a key on your keyboard is too inconvenient for you. Well, then you'll love the mouse bind mod. Very simple, as all it does, it allows you to bind your push to talk key to one of your mouse keys. I'm not sure why the game originally don't let you do that, but yeah, simple enough mod but highly effective. And speaking of simple mods, what about another one such as the terminal clock mod? This allows the time to appear on your ship's terminal so you never have to go out and guess what time it is. Very useful as a ship operator, as you can now report the time to your teammates without ever leaving the ship. And that's about it for part 2. Let me know if you like part 3 and also which mods are your favorites in the comment section down below. And as usual, click here to know how to install mods in Lethal Company the right way.